I'm on time, I swear, I swear. So as you can see, I was in the shower when I remembered that I had to do a video. I'm going to finish this video in an hour, and I'm going to get it out on YouTube on time, okay? Unless YouTube is down for maintenance, then... So the book I'm doing today, or tonight, is Waiting for the Barbarians by J.M. Coetzee. I say Coetzee. Everybody sometimes says Coetzee. I don't know how you pronounce it. In any case, as you can see, it is a winner of the Nobel Prize. Frankly, that doesn't really mean much. The novel was read for English 257, the class called The Novel in English After 1945. The class explores novels that are written by people who live in countries that were colonized by England and are now moving into that post-colonial phase. So this book takes place in South Africa in a post far away from the empire and its influences. Is told in first person from the magistrate of the post, and basically it's his journey from living in this like pseudo ignorance of his position as magistrate to understanding the barbarians, which was weird. He meets a girl and he takes care of her and he has this obsession with her body, but he never learns her real name. He continues to call her the Barbarian Girl throughout the entire novel. He also calls the people the Barbarians, even though he knows that they have an entire culture and has studied their culture. In addition to looking at the view of someone living or growing up in a post-colonial land, this class also is focusing on narrators that make us uncomfortable, and yet we still read. We've read a couple of novels for this class already, and this one was the least of the uncomfortable feeling. He is not the best role model, that you learn that very early on, but he tries to learn, and you have to give him at least a little bit of credit. He tries to better himself through his actions, even though sometimes, you know, when he sticks up for the barbarians, he gives a speech that you kind of feel has been practiced in his head for some time, and you wonder if he's doing it because he's vain and wants people to refer to him as the one just man, as they do throughout the entire novel. Also, it's very graphic in the sense that it doesn't shy away from explaining the horrors of torture, which I kind of liked, because you can't give an accurate portrayal of a post-colonial land that bases everything it's doing in torture and just trying to bring a human being to the point where it breaks and then not give the graphic details. It's like you're not even doing it justice in the sense of, you know, here's a horrible act, but we're not going to talk about it. It's not worth bringing up for discussion. You know what I mean? I don't know why I just asked you guys if you knew what I was talking about. You can post your reply in the comments if you'd like. Yes and no would suffice. On my special scale of 1 to 5, I would give this book probably a 4.5. It was a really quick read. As you can see, it's not very thick. It's less than 100 pages. It's 152 pages. For what it's trying to do, it does a very good job. The thing I didn't like about it, though, I felt that in the beginning, and I'm sure this is intentional, you don't know where you are. The reason I know that the book takes place in South Africa is because my professor told me. You don't know when it's happening, and in history, you don't know where it's happening. You don't really understand what's going on. And I know this is supposed to show that this could happen anywhere, that it's not just limited to one area. It could be Latin America, it can be Western Europe, it could be Asia. But I wanted to know where it was happening because I wanted to root myself in the story. I wanted to understand that South Africa was gaining independence, that Britain was pulling out. The one thing that I really, really liked, the title, Waiting for the Barbarians. The barbarians never come. Kind of like Waiting for Godot. Yeah. So if you're taking this class and you have to read this book, I do recommend that you read it. I also recommend that anybody reads it. It's a good read. I really enjoyed it. I think it deserves a Nobel Prize. Which we've read another book in the class that won the Nobel Prize, and I don't know why. It was a terrible book. I'm not even going to review it. I also think that the journey that the magistrate makes from page 1 until page 152 is really important and really realistic. He's not an absolute hero at the end. He is who he is. Some old fat guy who was tortured for the things that he believes in and left in a post that was abandoned because everybody's waiting for the barbarians to come. So I was thinking about the books that I wanted to do for next week, and I don't really know what you guys like hearing about. So I guess I have two choices that I was thinking about. One was the wonderful Paradise Lost by John Milton, which personally gets my vote, but don't let me influence you. The second one is Nurturing Inquiry, real science for the elementary classroom. So let me know which one you're interested in. I don't know how many people are really interested in education books. I think I'm in the minority there. Though Paradise Lost I probably will do eventually, so vote for that one. Alright, well, I'm gonna go finish drying my hair. And by dry my hair I mean watch True Blood, which if anybody hasn't seen it yet, you need to go and see it. You can watch it online for free, probably on Mega Video, I think. If you're a fan of Twilight, it's basically Twilight with a lot of adult content in it. I enjoy it. So yeah, have a great week. I will see you next week. Bye. Actually, I really enjoyed that parts of the book. The narrator was really honest. I mean, in 152 pages, there isn't a lot of space for you to be honest with your readers, and a lot of times son of a fell in the garbage.